Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
Hi, I'm Kanan. No, listening to Spirit Radio.
Charlotte Baker here on the remix, here on
It's a remix?
Good Morning Huntsville. Y'all waking up feeling good? Dun, dun, dun. I want to be one of those jazz radio guys. You know those jazz?
Yeah.
Do they even have jazz radio anymore? Remember back in the day, that was a big deal.
I need to see if my hair is...
I don't think they have jazz anymore, Charlotte. Jazz radio. I don't think, don't worry, we haven't got to the camera yet.
Yeah.
We haven't got to the camera yet. Charlotte is fixing her hair. That is a Danish delicacy is what they call it there. You do not put a Danish woman on the camera until her hair is ready.
I know, but...
This is a very serious thing.
Yes.
There are people that go to jail for this kind of thing in
Denmark?
In
No.
Denmark, right?
You know, the Danish jails are very, very easy.
Like comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if any of our folks are out there listening...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry you're not in Denmark.
Yeah. Sorry you're not in Denmark. Welcome in. Hey, there we go. Look, here we are. Welcome in, Charlotte. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Happy messed up time day today.
Yes. Yes. Really depressing that it's dark whenever I got ready to go to work this morning, but so happy that it was 7:30 last night before the sun set.
Do they do the time change in Denmark?
They do.
Why don't they get rid of this?
I don't know.
I wanted to start the show with this talk real quick, this discussion, because it's really important. We'll get to it in a moment. We do want to welcome you in. We are one number away from episode 700.
Ooh.
Episode 699 here today.
I should come back tomorrow.
Yeah, come back tomorrow. We'll have a balloon drop. No, we won't, but we'll have something. It is, though, episode 699. Thanks for hanging out with us on another edition of Good Morning Huntsville. Underwriting support for this program is made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers. Their website is elliotsjewelers.com, and also Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Their website, they are online at tomorrowspromise.info. Kay and Rick Boning still out. I know they're taking care of some business in the Okie.
Much needed business, so yes.
The Okie.
In the Okie.
I used to have a guy, my dad, it was funny, and Charlotte's here from Tomorrow's Promise, used to have a neighbor down the road who we missed dearly. His name was Don O'Connell. He was from Connecticut, big guy.
Okay.
Hey, Charlie. He would say, Charlie. Hey, Charlie, let's go down to the store and get a grinder. That was a sub sandwich. They called it a grinder.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Connecticut. Yeah, called a grinder.
Okay.
Or if you got tires on your vehicle, Cooper is a tire brand.
Right.
Hey, Charlie, let's go get some Cooper tires. I just made that up, but it sounds like something Don would have said. Well, my dad, it was always funny because Mr. O'Connell went by Okie, and he and my dad were like best friends. Okay. And my dad was like, you ain't no Okie. You didn't grow up in Oklahoma. You ain't from Oklahoma.
Right.
And I never knew why his nickname was Okie. Oh, because of O'Connell, his last name.
Oh.
It just hit me. I don't think he ever realized, though, that's a reserved designation for
Oklahomians. Is that what they're called?
Oklahomians?
I don't know.
There's some homies up in Oklahomian. That's where homies. That's where the word homies came from. Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oklahomians.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Don't listen.
We're making up a lot of stuff here today.
We're making up a lot here. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with us. Do us a favor. Let us know that you're out there this morning as we get rocking and rolling. You know, I don't want to be negative, but this time change, Kay has came on. We've talked about this before. It messes with like the sinus, and I'm not talking the sinuses, but we all have like a sinus, a time in our body.
Yes.
And it messes with that whole, it's like your heartbeat, don't they? There's like a sinus to your heartbeat.
Right.
I don't know where they come up with that word, but it messes up the whole deal.
Yeah.
And with children, you're supposed to get them started a little bit like
15 minutes before every day. Yeah.
Didn't work for us. And
didn't work for me.
Yeah. So how do you, I mean, is it hard on y'all at the school? Just, you can
definitely tell.
Really?
You can definitely tell whenever, not so much whenever we spring forward, but when we fall back, that seems to be really, really hard.
The fall back?
The fall back, yeah.
Really? Because you think you get an extra hour.
Right. Yeah, no, that's usually That's rough. But
there are areas that do not partake in DST,
right.
and
I thought I saw a state just had their last
one.
Their last one, yeah. I don't remember which one though.
I think I was looking here because you're right. There are some states that say you leave us alone, and some of them are this. Here's what I found. I did see something. Arizona doesn't do it anymore.
Right. No, I knew that.
Arizona, they're done. Yeah, after spring forward, Arizona will be out of sync with the rest of the states, and it's a mountain time zone. For those of you trying to schedule phone calls and Zoom meetings with business colleagues and family members on the East Coast, the time difference will be 3 hours instead of the 2 that's in the winter. See, that's so confusing.
It is.
Just leave all of it alone, man. But look at this. Look at this. There are parts of, I can't show this on the screen. There are parts of Arizona that aren't. Now, that's super
crazy.
Oh, did you see that before I went to the commercial?
Yeah.
That is super confusing.
That is. Yeah. What county am I in?
Exactly. So it's like, what if you lived in that one area, then you cross over the county line?
Right.
And I'm looking at this. It doesn't even look like it's, man, every time I go to show you, it changes. It doesn't even look like it's counties. It's like regions. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. That
Well,
is
old
very
Mildred,
weird.
Mildred over there on Main Street, she's an hour behind us. Take her some coffee. Although they don't talk like that in Arizona.
No, I don't think they do.
But anyways, happy
Monday.
Happy Monday. Is it daylight savings? Is that what it's called, or is it not daylight savings?
So in Denmark, we call it summertime, and then the other is wintertime. Whenever we fall back, we're now in wintertime.
It's so great that there's actually things out there that have common sense, such as Denmark.
Yeah, well, we try.
Yeah, it's because Charlotte was from there. That's why.
That's right.
What was the weather like in Denmark?
Well, so growing up, I felt like the winters were really, really cold, really cold.
Snow and ice and all that?
Snow and ice. You
Okay.
know, I walked in the snow home from school, up the hill, both ways. No, but I mean, there was a lot of snow in the winter months, and then the summers are just magical.
Did you really
because
walk to school?
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I mean, I'm from a very small town. We had 2,700 people in the whole town.
Wow.
And like we knew everybody.
What was the town called? The name of the town?
Bones.
Bones?
Bones.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Bones.
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 Yeah.
Bones.
Which is the northern town on the island of Fyn. Yeah.
Bones.
So I grew up on the water and walked to school. I was in the same class with 17 people. The same 17 people were kindergarten all the way through our graduating class.
How cool is that?
Yeah, and we had the same teacher too.
Bones. Towns in North Funen.
Yes.
Did I get that
Yeah,
right?
very
Funen.
good. Funen.
Funen. It's a cozy market town.
It is.
North Funen, second largest city, and a gem on the Funen coast.
Yes, very nice.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Although there's a restaurant there, and its rating is only 3.8.
Which one is it?
Well, I don't want to say.
Oh, show me.
I don't want to say. But
It's probably the one where I got married at.
do you know that one? Maybe it's a new one.
No, I know. No, that's not in Denmark.
Not in
I mean,
Denmark.
that's not in Bonte.
Ah, okay. It says it's a Danish family
It's a chain.
restaurant.
Yeah, it's a chain restaurant.
What is the go-to food? And this is really important discussion, by the way, this morning. We need to know these things. What is the go-to food?
So growing up, it was a lot of meat and potatoes. Potatoes with everything.
Okay.
Now it has changed to be a lot more international, and there's rice, there's pasta dishes, everything, everything you can think of, because we are a very multicultural country now we have a lot of immigrants and refugees coming to Denmark, and so of course they spice up the food. It was very bland. Danish food is very bland.
See, there's something about that as you go into the cold areas of food getting bland. Because in North Dakota, it was the same way.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
extremely bland.
Right.
Like ketchup was about
at the excitement of the
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
No, Brian, if you're watching, I love you, man. You know, I got a buddy that watches this show every day.
From in North Dakota.
In North Dakota, he
Nice.
always says "Good morning, Rob," and Huntsville.
Nice.
And he is a good man. In fact, he probably already chimed in this morning. I'm going to see if he did. I'm going to look right now and see. He chimes in every morning.
Good.
Oh, he hasn't yet.
Wake up.
He hasn't yet. Jim Beam has. That's his name.
Okay.
Jim Beam has already joined us this morning.
Nice.
And he was talking about the time change, about it has to do with farmers, which he's right.
Right. I knew that. Yes.
Yeah. So good morning, Mr. Beam. How about Asa Marie? You know, Asa drives the buses here at HISD.
I do know that.
She is a wonderful, wonderful person.
She is. Yeah.
And I think it's so important. When I think of Asa, I think of growing up in Georgetown, and I think of my former science teacher who was also a coach,
Okay.
Coach Munoz. And Coach Munoz drove the bus for many, many years in Georgetown, and he enjoyed driving the bus. And it takes a special person to drive the bus.
a bus. Yes. Yes.
Because you don't want to have like Chris Farley driving your bus, you know, and in the movie I'm talking about, no talking in the back of the bus.
Yeah.
We don't want to have that one.
Well, I mean, you do need to make sure you're maintaining control over the bus. So if that means no talking because the driver has to concentrate, then that's what that means, you know. I mean, I think you can talk, but no yelling.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he said. No yelling on the, and he was the one yelling.
Well, yeah.
What was that? Billy Madison? Did you ever see that movie?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. It's a cute movie.
So Asa, thank you for what you do in our community
Yes.
with our young people. She took a photo one day and she's like, I'm ready to take care of the babies or something like that. I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Thinking about taking care. My bus driver growing up, I still remember him very well, Bill Littlejohn.
Okay.
And Mr. Littlejohn was an older gentleman. He had a whistle. And he was such a kind guy that you never wanted to upset Mr. Littlejohn. And he would, back in the day, I don't know if they do this anymore, but back in the day, they would put the AB honor roll, the A honor roll and the AB honor roll in the newspaper.
Okay. Wow.
So you knew all the kids who were on the A honor roll.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that anymore because of HIPAA, probably. You know.
Right.
But he would go through that every quarter, and he would highlight all the kids on his bus,
Right.
and he would give us McDonald's gift certificates. And wasn't that cool?
My goodness. That is nice.
And on Halloween, his wife would dress up as an M&M, a big old
Which
M&M
color?
candy. I don't remember the color, but
Okay.
she was an M&M, and she would hand out M&Ms
Of course.
on the bus.
All right.
And that was the one time a year that he would allow us to eat on his bus.
Right. Oh, yeah. Eating is a big no-no.
You don't do that.
No.
So,
Hope you don't.
well, hey, we're gonna dig in here in a moment. We're gonna stay on the FM a little bit. My clock is off by an hour too.
Yes, it is.
The DST didn't work on my digital clock because 6:52. It feels like 6:52 right now.
It
Let me
does.
just be honest. We're gonna stay on the FM. We'll take a break here in a moment. When we come back, I want to go over Kay's Monday mindset. And today it's about stop shrinking to fit. And I'll go over exactly what that is, so you want to make sure that you stay tuned in. But I want to stay on a subject real quick. You had mentioned earlier about walking to school.
Right.
And it made me start to think about how this world has changed so dramatically now that I really wish that I was talking to my wife the other day, or maybe I was just talking to myself, and
she just happened to be in the room.
and she may have heard me, she may have not. It was nothing bad, but I said I wish that we could go back to there was a lot of bad things in the 40s, obviously, but there was a lot of good things with families. You know, back in the day, people didn't. Let me put it this way: if you didn't have the resources to get something, you didn't do it.
Right.
And it just seemed like we were in such a slower pace,
Yeah.
more family-oriented environment back then.
True.
Do you feel that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, growing up, we always, so my mom had a store, and we lived on top of the store on the main street in my hometown.
How cool. What store was it?
It was a toy store / tobacco store.
Okay, all right.
/ magazines.
But that was a thing back then.
And yeah, and she did lotto, you know, like people would come in and buy lotto tickets.
Well, men back then smoked pipes, you know. This was
Yep.
So
she sold those too. But anyway, so we lived on top, and we would always sit down and eat dinner together as a family, and that's something that I still do. And I know a lot of Sophia and Emma's friends are like, why do you guys sit down for dinner like that? You know, it's like, Well, I think that it's very important that we sit and we talk and, we discuss what happened during the day. And, I just think it's important for families to connect like that.
I just feel like we live in such a fast-paced world now, and I don't wish anything on my generation, whatever that is, like millennials. I'm in that weird part of the early 80s, which I don't feel like fits into that millennial mold.
Right.
And I'm not just saying that, like, not as a negative thing. And then what's the new one? Gen Z? Is that what we're in now or what? I don't understand all this stuff. I've had this discussion on the show.
No, they're not Gen Z. There's something, I don't remember what they're called. I didn't think they were Gen Z because it's a new one.
Like alpha or beta
maybe,
or
yeah,
something.
Maybe that's what it is.
But I just feel like if you think about the things that your parents had to go through, and especially your grandparents, and for me, like my parents, but even more so my grandparents and great-grandparents, I think about those generations didn't have credit cards. They couldn't go out and get whatever they wanted when they wanted. They didn't have
No.
And I just think that the invention of those things, financial tools, if you will, if used the right way, they're great. But the reality is a lot of people are struggling and they have to use them.
They're not taught how to use them, so that's something that I've definitely harped on with my children. Great, have a credit card because you need to build your credit score.
Yeah.
You make sure you pay it off every single month. And so far, so good.
But I just feel like, it's like even my generation, we didn't, and we're just not like this huge gap between Charlotte and I, but our generations, there was nothing. I don't want to say it in like a negative way that there wasn't anything terrible that we had to go through, because all of us had to go through something terrible. The biggest event that happened in my lifetime was 9/11. And not a day goes by that I don't think about September the 11th. I've mentioned it on the show numerous times. It's really weird. Not a day goes by that at some point during the day I think about September the 11th.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
And of course, COVID.
Right.
But 9/11 was a tragic day for our country, for America.
Yeah.
But we have not had, and I pray to the Lord that we don't, but we haven't had anything like we had the recession in 2008. My business, we were blessed to ride through that, but we haven't had a Great Depression. We haven't had a Dust Bowl. We haven't had these things we haven't had this huge, terrible stock market crash. Yeah, things in 2008 were bad, but people were able to get through that.
True.
But I think about my mom and her generation and my grandparents' generation. They went through some really we're talking world wars.
Mm-hmm. Right.
World War II.
Yeah.
That was when women had to go to work because they had to get into the factories and make things for the war.
Right.
We've never faced, in my generation, anything remotely close to nothing like that.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that there's a lot of things that we take for granted unknowingly. That we're just like, oh, well, we need to go do that. That's just the way
it is.
Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know where I'm going with this, but it was just something on my mind that I just wish that we would just get back to the basics of life.
Yeah.
And just quit with all of these things that cause so much stress in our lives. And one of them is getting what we want when we want to get it. It doesn't work. Back in the day, you had to save up to get what you wanted.
True.
You know?
Yes.
So however you want to take that this morning, take it and figure it out. Because I'm putting something down that somebody's picking up and using somehow, somewhere.
There you go.
So, about families, though, I was researching something for a brief moment. And when families sit down at the table, this is important. Here's maybe the whole thing about this. Let's get back to the table. Let's get back to. By the way, Brian just messaged. I told you he would.
Oh, good.
Brian Smith joining us. Happy Monday, Rob in Huntsville. Brian, I wanted to give you a shout out because you message us every morning, and I never give you a public shout out. So this morning,
Happy Monday, Brian.
What's the temperature up there right now? I think they still have some ice and snow on the ground.
I'm sure they do.
When families sit down at a table, you know what it does? It creates conversation.
Sure.
And I think a lot of times that we're missing that conversational piece in the family.
Yes, I agree.
Look what you just said with your daughters when their friends come over and they're like, why do y'all do this?
Why are you guys sitting down for dinner? Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't just sit there and you're not quiet while you eat, are you?
No.
That would be awkward.
Usually it's while we're eating, we're eating and, small talk and stuff, but then we sit and linger afterwards. And that's whenever good conversation happen. What do you have going on the rest of the week? What's coming, what's going on in your life?
I was thinking on my way in about families, and I have seen so many weird things with families, devastating things in some families, and then just weird things about like, why did that person do that? And then why did all the kids do that? You know, and I'm not being judgmental because every family has a culture, right?
Right.
And I think a lot of that culture can be built at the dinner table when you're sitting down having conversations. But I think that's so important why we sit and communicate. Because if we look back, like I know Sophia from going up to the school,
Right.
she's a very nice young lady.
Sure.
Well, that's the culture that y'all built. And you were there, and you still are.
Right.
Y'all were there for her
Yeah.
and your other daughter.
Right.
You've built that culture, and I think more families need to be more present for their children. And I think we just need to get back to sitting at the table and having conversations.
Yeah. And no phones at the table. We try very, very hard not to have any cell phones at the table while we're eating. Just,
Yeah, man.
disconnect.
I'm going to get some mamas mad this morning, but and daddies.
Yeah.
I get it because I know with the little one at 2.5 and 4, I know what you're going through when they
It's
start
hard.
screaming and kicking.
Yeah.
But children have been kicking and screaming for eons.
Yes. And they will continue on kicking and screaming.
Let them kick and scream. Don't zombify them.
Right. By putting a tablet in front of them.
Every time we go out.
Yeah. It's like they put on the headphones and then here's the tablet.
Like I'm seeing 2-year-olds, my
Yeah.
son's age, walks
Right.
in with his own tablet.
Right.
Oh, it's cute. It's blue and it's a bluey tablet and it has
Yeah.
little ears on.
Not cute.
Man, I think that's jacking up children.
No, it is. Yeah, because they don't know how to socialize with people. They don't know how to have conversations. Hey, how are you today?
I have conversations with my children that I never thought I would have
Yeah.
because we stay engaged. My children are very aware of the outside world. A lot of that I give credit to the Montessori method. It's a very hands-on method that they're taught. But secondly, we used to have, like, even in the vehicle, we had a little tablet back in the day that on long trips we would turn it on.
Sure.
Guess what? For the last year, it's just been the stand.
Yeah.
There's no tablet in there anymore, mainly because Braylon kicked it and, like, broke it.
There's that.
But now she grabs it like it's a steering wheel and she pretends
she's driving. Okay, good.
But we just have full-on conversations while I'm driving.
Right.
Braylon will point out the window, look, Daddy, a squirrel. She's seeing the world because she's not immersed in this technology.
In the tablet. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that in a judgmental way, but parents, there's still time to take that stuff away.
Yeah, I mean, just going to school, 5 minutes down the road, there shouldn't be a reason why you can't have a conversation at that time. Ooh, who are you going to play with today? What do you think you'll have for lunch? Let's just have cute little questions and conversations instead of being zombied out in front of a tablet.
It's cool because we'll drive by the school on the weekend, and Braylon will go, there's my school, Daddy. Not going today. Because she knows it's the weekend.
Right.
And the other day, I always tell my children, man, probably 50 times a day that I love them. My dad was the same way.
Good.
I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Every time I said, I love you, sweetheart. I love you, Bubba. And then he'll go, I love you, Dada. That's what he says. He goes, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. And yesterday it was funny. Braylon was it yesterday? It was like 2 days ago. It was Saturday. I hadn't washed my truck in a year.
Oh. I washed my car on Saturday, too. That's why it rained.
Dude, that thing, my truck was stinking.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll never allow my children to eat in my truck after
Yeah.
3 or 4 weeks. That was out the window.
Right.
That thing did not smell good. I'm just going to say, even when Braylon got in my truck the other day, she goes, Daddy, it stinks in here.
Oh.
I was like, I need to get this thing clean. Yeah. And someone rode with me, and I apologized to them when they got in my truck. Because it's like caked up food and everything.
Yeah.
It took us 2 hours. I took her over to the car wash with me. We had a great conversation. I met a guy named Dean. And Drew. I met a guy named Drew from New Waverly, and he knew about the radio station here. He knew about Spirit.
Nice.
Yeah. So we had a cool he was listening to gospel music. He was in this like F-350. I mean, big old
huge truck,
diesel.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, man. And then all of a sudden I hear like gospel music coming out. I was like, this dude's pretty sweet, man. So I went up and started talking to him.
Good.
But on the way back, I said something about Braylon and I were talking. I said, well, I just love you, darling. And she goes, Daddy, I love you, but not today.
Because you made her work?
No, I said, well, why not today? And she goes, just not today, Daddy, but tomorrow, yes, but not today. Like it's the strangest conversations that children have with you, right?
You'll hear the truth from the children, right?
Yeah. So cherish every moment that you have, and be thankful for what you do have, and don't look ahead to what you don't have. Because what we do have is so much more than what we don't. And I think maybe that's the message today, that somebody's getting up on this Monday and they're just like, man, here's another day. Here's another week that I've got to fight through life and fight through. Well, you know what? You have the privilege to fight through it.
Right.
There are some people waking up this morning, they ain't got no fight anymore. They can't fight anymore.
Yeah.
So I want to encourage you today, if you're waking up in that mindset, be thankful for what you have. Because we have a lot. Be thankful that you have the opportunity to cough, Charlotte, because somebody out there today can't cough.
Right.
Hey, well, we're going to keep it right here on the FM. We're going to take a break. Normally we break about at the top of the hour, but I'm going to go ahead and keep things right here because I do want this to go over the FM today. We're going to talk about Kay's Monday mindset. And then stay locked in. Charlotte and I'll be with you for about another 35 minutes or so. After the Monday mindset, we'll take another break. We'll probably just hang out on social after that. But we've got some really important discussions to have, including maybe some TV shows that men get suckered into watching, that maybe they start
and get hooked on.
That coming up in a little bit. For now, though, we'll take a break. Stay with us. Let us know that you're out there today as we continue promoting and celebrating the good. This is Good Morning Huntsville here on a marvelous Monday. We'll be right back in a moment. Stay with us here on 94.3 KHSPLP Huntsville.
Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
All right, friends, back at us. We continue on episode 699, feeling fine here on Spirit 94.3. Good morning, Huntsville. I wanted to say real quick, we were talking before, Charlotte Baker here with us this morning. Underwriting support for this program made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com, and also Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, their website, tomorrowspromise.info. Again, Charlotte hanging out with us. I mentioned earlier that I met this gentleman by the name of Drew on Saturday, and as we were talking, we were just talking about all the, just a brief conversation about just good things. And he mentioned one thing that he liked when he listens to the station. Of course, in New Waverly, he can't pick it up, but here in Huntsville, he said he's heard testimonies on the show.
Oh, nice.
And I think testimonies are so important because the lives that we live help somebody else and the things that we've went through.
Yes.
And that's another message I wanted to have this morning before we dig into Kay's Monday mindset is maybe you feel like you don't have a story or nothing's ever happened to you. I had a guy on the show that says nothing has ever really happened to me. And he didn't say it arrogantly. He was sharing his story. And then the poor guy, like 3 weeks later, this was like last year, but he's been in the hospital. He's had all sorts of health problems. And he and I were joking at church. He goes, Rob, I'm never going to come on that show again.
If that's the way my life is going to change.
But he has such a powerful story, and maybe you're in that same boat of like, I don't really feel like anything. I've been pretty blessed. Nothing's really happened. No adversities really came my way. Well, guess what? Somebody needs to hear that because they feel like they're all alone too.
Yeah.
You could have been through the worst of the worst or the best of the best, but everybody has a story, Charlotte, that's so important.
Yes, it is, for sure. Yeah. And you don't know what people are going through.
And you have to be mindful of that.
Right.
And so today is a day that maybe you can help change somebody's perspective on who people are because they've been treated badly, and you're the guy or the gal that intervenes and says, hey, how you doing this morning? And all of a sudden that person's whole mind changes, like, this world is a pretty good place.
Right.
Well, that kind of leads in a roundabout way, talking about mindset. But today's K's Monday mindset is this: stop shrinking to fit. I need to shrink a little bit because, hey, some things ain't fitting me right now. But this gives me leeway to not know. I'm just kidding. Have you ever found yourself making yourself smaller so that other people feel more comfortable? It's a pretty deep one today.
That is.
You ever found yourself you want people to be comfortable around you? And here's what I'm getting at, because maybe you held back an idea. Okay? You didn't want to talk about that idea because you didn't want somebody to feel uncomfortable. Maybe you downplayed your strengths. I had a little lisp there. Taylor gets on to me about this. Taylor joined us on Wednesday, and she was like, you need to celebrate some of the things that people have complimented you on. And I'm the kind of person that, I want that guy next to me because I couldn't have done what I did without him.
Right.
But maybe you downplayed something in your life. Maybe you didn't speak up because you didn't want to seem like it's too much. And I think that we've all done that at some point. Robin Sharma talks about this, stepping fully into your potential. And that does require courage. And I'm going to throw in, it requires boldness too. It requires deciding that you're not going to shrink just to make someone else feel secure. You were not created to be invisible. You were created to contribute. And so why we shrink and why we shouldn't. One, shrinking feels safe. When you minimize yourself, you avoid criticism. You avoid attention, you avoid risk, but you also, this is huge, avoid growth. Shrinking limits impact. When you hide your gifts, the people around you miss out. Your ideas, your leadership, your encouragement, those things matter. I think about your role, and what you do in education. You're always learning stuff. You're going to conferences. When you come back, you're sharing that knowledge, right?
Sure. Yeah. And it's I'm listening to what you're saying, and yeah, I do. I definitely have felt myself shrinking. Well, maybe this is not my time right now. And maybe I need to just straighten up your back and share everything.
Yeah, I think sometimes we feel like maybe we're being, I don't know the word. Maybe we're
boisterous, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to feel, seem like, well, look at me, I'm all that. Yeah. And so that's why I think I take on this shrinking part.
Confidence does not mean arrogance. Standing tall doesn't mean standing over someone. It means owning who you are without apology. And there's a difference between, and maybe that's the word I was looking at, humility, being humble. Mm-hmm. But there's a difference between humility and hiding. Humility is strength under control. Hiding is fear disguised as politeness.
Yeah, okay, I see that.
So I hide quite a bit, I think. Depends on what day, Charlotte.
No, yeah, definitely.
But, yeah. So here's a challenge this week. I've got 3 things for you. Focus, what to do, and why it helps. Here's one focus. Speak one idea. Share one idea or opinion you might normally hold back. Full disclaimer, don't do politics, though.
Right.
Why it helps, because this does not, but why it helps builds confidence and visibility.
Yeah.
But listen to that. Share one idea or opinion you might normally hold back. Maybe you're in a position, like I work in ministry. It's a blessing to work in ministry, but sometimes I hold back on ideas because I've heard before that maybe someone doesn't think that would be a good idea. So then I'm kind of nervous about talking.
Bringing it up, yeah.
Right. And so today, maybe that's one thing. Here's something else this week. Acknowledge a strength. Write down 3 strengths that you bring to the table. And that helps because it reinforces self-awareness. Think about that. Even right now, as you're listening, maybe you're driving, maybe you're at work, think about 3 things, 3 strengths that you have that you bring to the table wherever you are. Maybe you're at home and maybe you say, you know what, there's some strengths that I have that I bring here in my house, in my home.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't have to necessarily be a job, but think about 3 strengths that you have. And then you just said this, Charlotte, it's kind of funny. Stand tall. Walk into a room this week with intention. Shoulders back and eyes up.
That's right.
I'm Charlotte Baker.
That's right.
You better watch yourself.
Well, and I'm really tall as it is, right? But I mean, I do,
Yeah.
You straighten your back and, shoulders back.
I don't sit up straight a lot.
No, I know. But I'm really trying to whenever I'm on the show.
My back hurts all the time. When I was in, I'll never forget a guy named David Pena. I miss David. He was always so good to me. 9th grade, I'll never forget. And then in 10th grade, I'm sitting there on the bench waiting on the bus. I rode the bus till I was a senior. It's another random story. But I'm sitting there waiting on his big yellow loser cruiser is what you call it whenever you were a senior in high school.
And you had to ride the bus?
Yeah. See, when you're younger, it's kind of by the time you're a senior, you should be driving, not me.
Well.
So they said, oh, you're on the big yellow loser cruiser. Yep, sure am, man. And I'm winning on that loser cruiser. But I remember sitting there, and and David looked at me, and he put his hand on my back, and he's like, dude, you look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, jeez.
And I noticed in that moment that my back was not straight.
Yeah.
And so I got paranoid about it, thought I had scoliosis. It turned out it was just
poor posture.
Poor posture. And as I took a growth spurt when I was a freshman and sophomore, I worked on a computer all the time. And so, yeah, anyways, so it's affected me my whole life. But anyways, why does standing tall help? Because it signals confidence internally and externally. You don't have to be louder. You just have to be fully you. And a final thought this week, stop shrinking to fit spaces you've already outgrown. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Your contribution matters. And the world doesn't need a smaller version of you. It needs the real you.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go.
This is one of those Monday mindsets that it's hard for me for the reason that you just said, because you don't want to seem like you're boasting.
Right.
This is a hard one for me. It's not going to be easy for me to integrate some of this stuff today. It's good things, but it challenges me because I don't ever want to seem like it's about me. And, I work in the media industry. Obviously, we're here on the show all the time. And this industry tends to have, I don't know how to word this. I don't want to word it in a negative way, but this industry seems to have it's this me attitude.
Personalities that are just look at me, but they have to be though. You have to be when you're in social media or in media, right? Because people are listening to you.
Yeah.
So you have to be proud of who you are and what you have to say.
For me, it's always been how can you put that across without it, with making other people feel welcome? And that's something that's always on my mindset. Like when we talk here on this show, I want people to feel like they're sitting right here with us, Charlotte, that they're at our table,
right?
That we're speaking individually to them. And so I hope that's the message that we get across this morning. Couple of things real quick. We're going to take a break. Are you a book reader? I'm not a huge book reader, I'll be honest.
I used to be, and I really would like to get back into it. So I bought a Kindle, and I did read. I think I read 5 books last year. They're
Slow
fiction,
down.
of course. No, I know, but 5 books is more than the year before, where I read 0.
Fictions
right?
are the fake ones, right? Nonfiction is like biographies
Yes.
and stuff. I should know this. I was reading like a Bible study, and it starts mentioning just different secular books, I guess you could say. And one of them let me put this one aside. One of them that I thought was really funny. I have a book on how to read a book. The book is called How to Read a Book. Okay. This was written by Mortimer. If someone's named Mortimer, that's pretty legit, by the way. Mortimer J. Adler. Now, he's actually a well-known author back in the 40s. Sold over 1 million copies of this book, by the way, back then, if you can think about. And had a revised version in the 70s. But this is really neat because this book it teaches you how to dissect a book. It gives you reading aids. It tells you how to read poems. It tells you how to read articles and magazines. It tells you how to read history, how to read philosophy. There's so much in here. How to read synoptical reading, how to read scientific documents. So it's not just this, well, how do I read a book?
Yeah.
It teaches you how to read different literary elements.
And take different things.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
And then through that, I found another one of his books that I'm going to start reading. It's How to Speak and How to Listen. Think about that. How to speak, how to listen. We all need to understand better how to speak, but I think what we really need to do is understand how to listen.
How to listen instead of just hearing.
My dad always said that sometimes we need to close this more than we open these, and I pointed to my mouth and my ears and that. It teaches you how to have two-way conversations.
Yeah.
Things that maybe we take for granted, but I'm looking forward to reading these.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm going to read those and somehow apply that to what we talk about on Mondays.
Good.
So
Good. Yeah, that sounds very interesting.
So anyways, old Mortimer. Well, hey, let's take a break. We're going to go back to music and programming here on Spirit 94.3. But if you hang out with us, many of you are already on social media, we'll continue that conversation about, it's really important, about TV shows. It's going
to be the highlight of the morning, for sure.
Look at Charlotte, how excited she is about
Woo-hoo.
this. And I also have a teaser for you guys, something to do with licorice that we talked about last week.
It's going to be fun.
So stay with us. We'll be on for about another 15 minutes. The show will continue on social media. That is online at HelloHuntsvilleTX.com and also the Hello Huntsville Facebook and YouTube pages. We'll take that break. For those of you on the radio, we'll get back to more music and programming. So long. We'll see the rest of you on social. Keep hanging out with us. It's Good Morning Huntsville, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Are you ready for a better way to bank? Join Walker County Federal Credit Union today. As a member, you'll enjoy low-cost loans, no annual fees, and easy online access. We're not just a credit union. We're a community dedicated to your financial success. Experience friendly service tailored for just you. Why wait? Join us online at walkercountyfcu.com or drop by our location at 1802 Normal Park Drive, Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hey friend, Rob Hipp here for Elliott's Jewelers. The new year is here, and what a better way to start out the new year than celebrating the moments that matter the most. And you can do that with Elliott's Jewelers here in Huntsville. Whether it's an engagement, an anniversary, a birthday, or maybe just a fresh start, Elliott hand selects every diamond, and he creates meaningful pieces that are designed just for you. There's no crowded showroom, no pressure, just personal attention and jewelry that tells your story. So again, start the new year with something timeless. It's Elliott's Jewelers here in Huntsville by appointment only. Book online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
Back at it here with the Charlotte Baker.
Hello, how are you guys?
Oh, pretty good. Wait.
Good.
How's your mom and them? Have you ever heard that? Like, that's East Texas talk. Like, how's your family and them? How's your daddy and them?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good. Just hanging
Doing
out.
just fine.
Doing
just fine.
Doing just fine. How's your dad and them? How's your uncle and them? People in Huntsville, I love y'all. Thank y'all for putting up with me and for just helping me to feel welcome here.
Yeah.
Because people are probably like, man, that Rob, all he ever does is joke about Huntsville. No, this is my people. You ever feel like in this town, like this is your people?
Yes.
Kind of.
I mean, well, yeah. No, it's kind of hard to. Huntsville has been a hard town to break into for me personally, not for my work. I mean, with my work, they're very, very welcoming. But for personally, it seems like it's a hard town because everybody knows everybody.
Yeah. You just have to earn people's trust.
You do.
And I think once you work hard and earn their trust, which you have, you've been here for a long time now.
Yeah.
Then you're welcomed into the community, and that's what I love. Just like folks like Mayor Humphrey, who's joining us right now with his official Kool-Aid signature. Oh yeah! Have you ever heard Mayor Humphrey say that? He always says that to us.
Really?
Do you remember the Kool-Aid, the pitcher?
Yeah.
And that was the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
So every time Russell says that, I always think of the Kool-Aid man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, welcome back in. A big thank you to Elliot's Jewelers. His website is elliotsjewelers.com. For all of your jewelry needs, go by and see my great friend. It's Elliot Herzlich. He'll take care of you, just like he did on my wedding band many years ago. He can do the same for you. And maybe this is the month that you said, I need to get my spouse something nice. You can do it. Go see Elliot, set up the appointment, go by and see him. You were just talking about, y'all need to go by and see him for a necklace that broke.
Yes. Sophia, her necklace broke yesterday, and she was devastated. And I was like, you know what? I'll call Elliot. He will fix this right up.
Yeah, let him know you heard about it here on Good Morning
of course.
Huntsville.
He was in my class. He was in my HLI class.
Okay.
So that's how I met him.
But you forgot about him in the class, and then you remembered him.
And then I remembered because,
through Hello Huntsville.
Yes,
so,
of course.
And, of course, we are here with Charlotte. Kay and Rick are out from Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools. Our two children have been going there. I talk about it all the time. They are thriving. The Montessori method is absolutely the way that you want to go, the Montessori method. And to go by and see Charlotte, she'll give you a tour at the academy. I love that. I love all y'all's locations, but that academy is just so convenient. It's right off Veterans. It's so easy to get in and out of.
Yeah.
And one thing that I really like now, let's be honest, children go to the playground. They get dirty. That's going to happen anywhere.
Yes.
But y'all have put down turf from Sam Houston State University football from Bowers that y'all acquired.
Right.
And the kids aren't as dirty anymore when they go out to the play. And
I know.
It's nice for parents. It's nice for you guys.
And yeah, the playground is not as muddy. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's brilliant. It is brilliant.
How did y'all come across the turf?
Courtney.
Way.
Courtney was driving on Sycamore. It was laying there in big rolls. Hey, what are you guys going to do with this? Throw it in the trash. We'll take it because it was not damaged.
No,
they just needed to resurface the stadium. Bowers.
How about Courtney? Look,
I know Courtney is always on the job.
Old Courtney Davison Brace over
That's
there.
right.
Bracing for the future of Tomorrow's Promise. She's gonna be like, don't ever say that again.
Right.
Oh well, Charlotte, we do have a few more minutes. One thing before I want to save the best for last, the TV show. Okay. But let the people. My pastor here, Jason. I love Pastor Jason. He always says the people. Let the people out there know about what we talked about last week. Had to do with, am I saying it Haribo?
Haribo, yeah.
Haribo?
Yeah.
Haribo licorice.
Salty licorice.
So lead the people into this discussion. What did you talk about last week on it?
I talked about that is the candy that I eat. I eat salty licorice. It is something that you eat that as a child in Denmark, and I think there's not a lot of people who eat salty licorice. People always, but I like licorice.
I love licorice.
Let me have a bite. And in the beginning, I would waste my good candy on people. They would just spit it out because it is an acquired taste. So on Tuesday, I told Rob I had some Danish candy and that I wanted him to try it because he likes licorice.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But you may have ruined that for me.
I know. I'm sorry.
Watch this video real quick. Here it is. Thank you, Charlotte. Why are these shaped like an anchor?
Well,
is it because it's salt water?
No, it's just because it's a captain's mix. Is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Bear and an anchor.
Oh, the bear.
Sound. I was so happy. I was like, man, we're gonna lead into this. Yeah. People probably just heard that, but we didn't hear it.
Right.
So hold on one second. I have to do something here. I have to go down to. This is the joy of self-producing your own show. I have to go down here to settings. I have to turn on the mix minus so it doesn't go back into the stream.
Okay.
And here it is. Why are these shaped like an anchor?
Well,
is it because it's salt water?
No, it's just because it's a captain's mix. Is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Bear and an anchor.
Oh, the bear is very
salty.
Yeah.
Okay, we ready?
Yep, we're ready. We're rolling.
What brand is this?
It's Haribo.
Haribo?
Yeah.
Ooh. That was really salty.
So then the next one is going to be harder.
Oh.
Well, at least you haven't spit it out yet.
No.
Yeah? No? No, yeah, it's delicious. It's. I love it.
Do they soak this in seawater or what?
No, they put it's like licorice root that they put in there.
No.
The root of anise actually is what it's called. Hey, Sophia.
Oh.
Mr. Rob is trying licorice for the first time.
No, the salty licorice.
Well, yeah, that's
This isn't
the Danish licorice.
This is not American licorice.
No, it's not.
You don't like it, do you? Perfect. See, you're outnumbered, Charlotte.
All right.
No, not.
All right, so there you go, Charlotte. Your daughter, not a fan.
Not a fan.
Was she born here in America?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
that's
both
why.
of them. Well, Emma too, and Emma spent 7 years in Denmark, and she does not care for it either. Oh. Yeah.
That's an acquired taste.
It is.
No.
No.
By the way, our good friend Karen Denman joining. I miss
Hey,
Karen.
Karen.
I just saw Karen at the March to the Grave, and I so miss her. She used to be with me every Monday. She was a
She was the Monday's guest.
She was a founding sponsor of the
Yeah.
show here, and I sure miss Karen. I told her she needs to come back on and just say hello sometime, but she said, I love Charlotte. She's the best. Happy Monday, everyone.
I love you, Karen. She is the best.
And what was fun on Mondays is her mama used to join us. She still does from some time. Miss Daly joins us every once in a while. So,
Nice.
Karen, hello. Come by and visit
Karen.
us at the new studio.
Especially on Mondays.
Yeah, come hang out.
Yeah.
So yeah, the licorice, no bueno. Was not a fan. I guess I know what real licorice is now, and I'm not a man for one of two reasons. One, I don't like salty licorice.
Yeah, there you go. But you like red licorice
yes.
and regular American
Oh, yes.
weak licorice.
Yes. When I say the phrase, oh, yes, you ever seen the movie Big Daddy with Adam Sandler? Mm-hmm. That's the one where he's raising that boy,
Right,
and he's
right.
not really shouldn't be raising
Yeah.
the boy. And there's the elderly teacher, and apparently the boy, he doesn't want to take a bath, so the daddy doesn't bathe him, that kind of deal, in the movie. And so he realizes at that point maybe he needs to start being a good dad because he's like an adopted he's trying to adopt this young man.
Yes.
Well, anyways, the teacher he goes, my boy is the stinkiest one in class, and then she goes, oh yes, I've been around some smelly ones, but by far he is the most smelliest. So every time I hear of that, oh yes, I think of that lady.
Yeah.
Anyways, random more cats walking by the window out here.
Random Robinson.
I like that one. Well, we're going to wrap up with this because I said maybe I'm not a man because of the salty licorice. But there's also a second thing that I don't know if I lose man points on this. I think I earn man points on this.
I think you do too because it's going to get you in touch with your more feminine side.
You see, you know this. In a married relationship, you give a little. And you give a little. Mm-hmm. And I've given a little bit into something that I did not care to give into. It was TV shows that my wife watches.
Right.
But because I love her unconditionally, there's a key word, unconditionally, I've decided to start watching some shows with her. Not because I was forced to, but because I want to spend time with my wife. The show in question that I have become a huge fan of. It's very hard for me to admit this. It's one that Braylon says, Daddy, turn off that doctor show because she shouldn't be watching that show.
No, she should not.
And she knows not to watch it.
Okay.
And she will leave the room.
Good.
That show is Grey's Anatomy.
It's one of my favorite shows of all times.
It's a pretty good show.
It is a fantastic show.
It's still going.
It is. It is still going.
So,
21 seasons?
I think, like Law and Order, that one's been going. We love that one.
Yes.
And that one was like, okay, yeah, I'm a Law and Order type guy.
Right. Yeah, well, yeah, because that one is cool, right?
But you don't want to be like, yeah, I'm a Grey's Anatomy type dude. But it's a good show.
It is a good show.
So your thoughts on it, and is it okay for, for a guy to get hooked on Grey's Anatomy? What is your thoughts?
Definitely. I mean, Grey's Anatomy is, you know where to find me on Thursday evenings because I will be on the couch watching Grey's Anatomy. It is, I watched it ever since the beginning. And just, I mean, I hate to. I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but
This show is all about embarrassing, so it's okay.
This is one of the shows that will make me cry. You know, something will happen, and it's just like you get overcome with emotion. And my husband Malcolm will walk in, and he'll be like, because he does not watch it with me.
Okay,
and
okay.
he'll, why are you crying? It's a TV show. McDreamy died.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
just watched that episode
yeah.
last night.
Oh, that's
No. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's right.
McDreamy,
Yeah.
Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And
he's a
then
race car driver in real life too.
Yeah, with that
le-
fantastic hair.
Man, what a legit guy.
Yeah.
Look at
So,
Charlotte, how much
I know.
she's smiling. She loves this show.
I know. So yes, I think it's a fantastic show. You know.
But then you just mentioned, about just tears, and I mean that's okay. We're emotional creatures. The Lord made us that way. That is pretty sad because in real life, Eric Dane just passed away.
Yeah.
Mark Sloan, who is called McSteamy. He passed away on February the 19th, 53 years old.
Of ALS, right?
Can you believe that, though? Respiratory failure from ALS.
Horrible.
That is terrible. ALS is a very serious,
It is a very-
debilitating
yeah.
disease. And he was only diagnosed, a year ago?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I've known people that have had it that have went on for decades.
Right.
His was a
Rapid.
year.
Yeah. Devastating.
So, anyways, I do like the show. And with the time change last night, I couldn't sleep, and I probably shouldn't have had the TV on. My wife had fallen asleep, and I
Because
was...
she has already seen all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, sweetheart, why are you getting upset? You've already seen this. But now I get it.
Right.
And so when she falls asleep, that's when I get emotional. I kind of put the pillow in between us, and
So she can't hear you sobbing.
yeah, there's tears of happiness and joy
Yeah.
on there. But it is a good show. I will give it that.
It is.
Full disclaimer: if you've listened to this show long enough, you will also. And I'm probably going to lose some audience this morning, but it's okay. No, I'll probably gain some audience on it. I'm going to be positive. I am a fan of the Lifetime Network.
Are you?
I like Lifetime and Hallmark Channel.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That
I don't
goes-
watch a lot of that, but there are definitely feel good movies. You know, if you want to, if you're feeling kind of down and you watch a good Lifetime movie or Hallmark movie.
Yeah, good,
You'll be good.
good low budget.
Yeah. Yeah.
corny Christmas
Right.
movie. There you go.
Right.
So, guys, if you're out there listening, I know that you are into some of this. Don't act like you aren't. I'm just speaking on behalf of all men that men don't want to speak about these
Yeah,
things.
he's just standing by it.
I will be your mouthpiece if you need me to be.
He'll be standing tall on the
Oh, yeah.
principles of watching shows that are predominantly for female watchers.
That's right. So, men, it's time
Viewers.
to step it up.
Yeah.
Watch these shows. You will see what I see.
Yeah.
You will understand why your significant other is into these shows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Charlotte, before we go, did want to highlight more about the school. Thanks for hanging out. Time now is 8:41. We want to wrap up. I know you got to get rolling, and I've got a lot going on today. But give us some updates. What's happening over at the academy? You had just mentioned, I forgot what it was before we came on. There was something that you were talking about happening that I said we're going to mention, and I forgot all about it.
I don't
don't
even
remember.
know. But well, we talked about we send out. We're doing a fundraiser for Montessori bells.
Okay. Yes. Talk about that.
Yes, and then we talked about upcoming graduation for
That's
for
what it-
our
yeah,
pre-Kers before they. So we have two options now. Pre-Kers, pre-K4 can now choose to stay at Tomorrow's Promise for an additional year if they feel like they are not ready for kindergarten yet.
Oh, cool.
Yes, that is that the state recognizes that and it just gives them one more year of being the oldest one in the class.
So would
which
they
is-
go to that, and then if they switch to public school or something, would they go right into first grade?
They
Is
should
it-
be, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So that's what's kind of going on. I think that's about it. We're lots of stuff going on at Tomorrow's Promise all of the locations, definitely stop by and get a tour from either, the location over on Old Houston Road, which is our main location. We have a second location over here on 10th Street with Miss Courtney. And then I'm over on Veterans, where you guys can stop by and see me. I'm there a lot.
Counselors in.
Yeah,
over
counselors
there.
in and tour givers there.
Unlicensed, by the way, and she will not accept
and I
payment.
do not get paid for.
Yeah.
I will accept. Yeah, no, give me some money.
Well, we appreciate tomorrow's promise for Charlotte. It's been a fun 2 weeks. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll have to have you back on sometime.
Yep.
Again, I know Rick and Kay will be back. We appreciate them. I'm missing Rick's top 10. I didn't want to take that because that's their deal.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they will be back next Monday. A couple of things as we wrap up. Today is National Napping Day.
Okay.
You don't ever
well,
get
that's probably because we lost an hour of sleep. We need a nap.
That's exactly.
And now I do not get a nap.
This is exactly what you just said. National Napping Day, day after return of daylight savings time. Today is also National Get Over It Day.
Okay.
So
Well, get over the fact that you did not get enough sleep.
Get over it and get out there and make a difference. It's also National Meatball Day today.
Okay.
You a meatball fan?
I am. So in Denmark we actually make Danish meatballs, and they are really, really good. Maybe I'll make some for you one of these days.
I would appreciate that,
Yeah.
Charlotte. National Crab Meat Day.
Okay.
Are you all next to the ocean there in
Yes,
Denmark where you're at?
yes.
So all the seafood you can eat, that kind of deal?
Yeah. So growing up, I never ate seafood.
Because you were always around it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But now I do.
Crab? Is crab a big deal up there in that area?
So we take the kids down and we do crab fishing.
Okay.
I mean, they're small. They're small, like like this.
Because all the boats,
and then we let them,
get the
out.
big one. Is that a
probably.
big industry up there?
Fishing?
Yeah, crabbing,
it
fishing.
used to be.
And then finally, very important today for my daughter, it's National Barbie Day today. So there you go.
There you go.
Well, hey, that will wrap it up. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. Many of you were on this morning. Ruth Halley, good morning to you as well. Mayor was with us. Jimmy Langley joining us. Courtney Looper today. Hey, someone that you know, Kathy Lee Miller-Baker.
Aw, that's my sister-in-law in Pasadena.
It's nice.
Yeah.
So she was hanging out with us today as well.
Good.
I did want to, just for a brief moment, I know we got to go, but I don't ever get to see all of the people that are joining us on my personal stream. Brian Smith did give us an update, said that it was 60 in Fargo yesterday. Most of the snow is gone, in the 30s this week. So how about that? Rachel Kreiner joining us.
Hey, Rach.
So we appreciate her as well. And we have a friend joining us, our Walker County clerk joining us today. How about our good friend, Miss Carrie French, joining today? She said, great message this morning.
Good.
So,
good. I'm glad that we have people joining us.
Through all of my randomness, we don't know what it's like a box of chocolates on the show. You never know what you're going to get, Charlotte.
That's right.
That'll wrap it up. Hey, join us at 11. Not Charlotte. She's got to get back to work. I'll be on from 11:30 to 1 as we continue our show. We started it last week. It's called Lunch Break, and I'll share news and events happening here in Huntsville and also some insight to lift you and encourage you through the day. And I want to encourage, if you're someone like Carrie, working in an office, put your radio on Spirit 94.3 as we have encouraging music throughout the day and also messages that will lift you up. We are in the running for best radio station in Huntsville.
Ooh,
So
nice.
There's only a couple of them.
Well, yeah, but it's nice to be recognized,
Yeah,
right?
so someone nominated us, and we appreciate that. There are, great radio. We have our local stations here that are really good. Also, our friends over at K-Star Country 99.7, they do an incredible job out of Conroe as well. But we thank you. So if you see that from the item, consider voting for us.
Yeah, for sure.
See, I'm trying
Go Spirit Radio.
I'm trying to do my whatever we talked about on the Monday mindset today.
Right.
I'm not holding back.
That's right.
So for Charlotte Baker, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise that somebody out there this morning needs you. We'll see you back a little bit later. Until then, God bless you, Huntsville. Have a beautiful day. Thank you to Tomorrow's Promise. We'll see you later. Thanks, Charlotte.
Thank you.